So we're going to go ahead and do some dynamic workouts here. And what we're going to do is we're going to do 5 on each side. You can start with whichever side you like, but what you really want to focus on is looking straight. And when you lift, whichever leg you choose first, and we can start with the right since that's a little bit normal. And what you're going to do is you're going to lift this leg up, but as you're doing that, you're going to put your arm up, and you don't have to extend it too far. Just make sure that you keep that balance. And then I'll go ahead and count. And what you're going to do is this dynamic motion is going to help you to kind of build that balance that a person needs. And as it was stated in the module, the balance is the #1 exercise that is overlooked. All right, let's go ahead and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one, let's swap over. That looks great, yo. Doing really good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks good. That's perfect. And you did it perfect. Kept everything in line. You're looking forward, keeping your head straight, keeping your back straight, keeping your legs straight. And all right. In this dynamic movement that we're going to do, you're going to actually do what looks like a mountain climber. Well, essentially it is a mountain climber, but it's going to be more controlled. You're going to bring the knees to elbow. Don't necessarily have to go that far, but that's where the range of motion is headed. And what we're going to do is we're going to use it on a rolled up towel because we don't have a balance ball. At this point, what you're going to do, you're going to come up, and we're going to do 10 of these. Just going to count 1, 2, and we're just going to watch the way you're doing it. The idea is keep the arms straight, keep the back straight, and keep your head staring straight down. And essentially, just bring the legs up and try to focus on the balance there. And we'll look for some key points of where maybe one arm sagging or something, or a little more shaking in one, or if the knee can't come as high as the others. So that way we can kind of adequately evaluate. All right, let's go ahead and, sorry, cell phone is in the way. All right, looks good. Shoulder width apart. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, well, you did those very well. Now we're going to do the Cobra, the single leg Cobra to hip extension. And this one is just going to be, you're going to balance on one leg, just slightly bring it off the ground. And we're not going to do it with any weights right now, just because I know you're kind of getting started and the hip's not feeling the best. So, and like I said, if it does hurt too bad, don't hesitate. Let me know. Do as many as you can. Like, we're going to try to hit 5 per each leg. If you can't do 5, just tell me, to be honest. And because you are important and I don't want you to get hurt. So what you do is you go with one leg here. You slightly bend the legs. You lift this one and you reach out. You extend that leg out and you extend the arms out and you come back. Like this. It could be a little bit more with weights, but we don't want to overwork you. All right, let's go ahead and give it a shot. And just try to keep looking straight, so make sure that back is nice and straight when you're doing it. Bend the knee a little. Nice, perfect. 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. And this one, since your hip hurts a little, feel free not to bend down too far, so that way it can kind of alleviate some of that on your hip, but at least you'll get that motion in. Okay, let's go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Okay, go ahead. All right. So what we're going to do here is we're going to do a transverse lunge. And when doing this, it's always nice, you can place your arms on your hips, or you can utilize them to balance whatever you would like. But the idea is when you go to step to the side, make sure you twist and pivot, and then you go down. And then come back to a bounce, and then lift. All right, let's go ahead and get 5 of these. You can start with the left leg. So. There you go. 3. Got 2 more after this one. Perfect. 1 more. Great. Okay, let's go ahead and swap sides. Let's take a look at your right side. Okay. No, you gotta, this one's gonna lift. Which is perfectly fine. That's what we're here for, right? That's why we're here to train. And this one, if you could just step out a little bit more because you're like leaning over your leg and don't want you to hurt your knee. And you don't have to dip as far because I know that side hurts. So just perfect. Yeah, and just hold it there for a second when you come back up. Hold it. Yeah, perfect. 1. We'll go with starting from 1 from there. 2. Don't dip so far. It's gonna hurt. 3. 4. 5. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're just going to utilize the ball just for actually keeping the position of your hands. We're going to do what is called a one-legged lift and chop. Generally, we'll use a medicine ball, but in this case, we don't have one, and this is actually perfect just to get that motion down. So what you do is we'll go ahead and have you do 5 on each side. So what you'll do is you'll lift one leg, and then you'll start from lower, go up, back down. And just try to keep your head straight because you'll notice it's a lot harder to look up and down, which is actually a dynamic motion, but go up, down. And then on the other side, just remember the ball is going to start where the leg is lifted up, just like that. Okay, go ahead. Let's start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once again, she's almost ready. Okay, let's go ahead and swap sides. Yep, perfect. There you go. 1. Got to keep that off. And we'll go with 1 there. 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. All right, so how did that feel?
Wobbly.
Yeah. With practice, you'll be staying balanced in no time.